Good morning. It is a beautiful Friday morning, and I'm your host, Dr. Victory Ikechukwu, for Youth Chat Room every Friday by 10 a.m. here on this platform of Wisdom Center School of Ministry, an arm of the Fruitful Place Ministries here in Johannesburg, South Africa. I will be using this medium to be bringing few minutes of teaching on some issues that affect our youth of today. Also showing our youth that there is a way out of any situation they might find themselves. Also letting the youth know that this world is not as difficult as it appears to be. That is a better place to be after all. Also, I will be, using this my teaching, trying to use it to reach out to the youth, to touch their hearts, and make them feel, welcome, feel relaxed, and know that there is a way out in any situation they might find themselves. Before I go into the topic of today, I would like to run through some of the topic. By the grace of God, I will be teaching on this platform. We know that basically is specifically for youth, even for youth lovers, for youth teachers or youth parents, or you have a youth, you listen to this my teaching and it blesses you, you tell your son or your daughter, to like our page and follow my teachings. I bet you they will be blessed, their lives will be changed. There are a whole lot of things that I will be dealing with by the grace of God, issues that concerns youth on this platform. Okay, let me run through some of the topics and more that I'll be dealing with on a weekly basis on this platform. I'll be dealing on teenage pregnancy, academic pressure, public relation, inferiority complex, low self-esteem and low self-worth, fake life, lack of identity, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-love, bridging the gaps, especially those that are leaving secondary school or high school that want to go to tertiary institutions like colleges and universities, self-control and self-discipline, self-forgiveness, body shape and body structure. These are a whole lot of issues that affect our youth. I'll be, by the grace of God, I'll be dealing with them here, here on this platform, trying to help our youth to find their bearing in life. Honoring your parents and elders, be cheerful and lively, helping others, personal development and self-improvement, how to improve on yourself, how to develop on yourself, personal hygiene and cleanliness. Oh my goodness, these are a whole lot of issues that affect youth. Some secret habits. People have some secret habit like biting their nails. Some people, they eat pencils and eat pen while they're studying. Emotional balance, career choice and course choices, how to choose your course, how to choose your career. By the grace of God, God has helped me. I was a youth before I got married. I have children and I have youths, as children now. So with my experiences as a youth before and now a parent to a youth, I'll be using the experiences I've gotten and the wisdom of God also that God has instilled in me to teach our youth on some of these issues I've mentioned and much more that affect them. And God, by the grace of God, God be using this medium to be a help to our youth, because most of our youth out there, they need help. They need help. Some of them are suffering because they think there is no solution. So by the grace of God, I'll be using this medium, bringing few minutes teaching on how to help our youth. And maybe as time goes on, I might bring, my son sometimes to bring his own practical, example and experiences to help some other youths. Because, sometimes in life, we find ourselves in some difficult situation that looks as if there is no way out. My husband used to say humorously, say headmaster was once a schoolboy. So by the grace of God, I was once a youth. I can use my experiences to help here. And also some other practical experiences of other people to help our youth. Please, I want you, as you watch this program, allow it to bring change to your life and to help you in those aspects of your life that you need help. And also, if you are a good friend, you love your friend, you invite your friends and ask them to like this page so that the teachings you have gotten here that bless you will bless them as well. Invite them to like this page, share, comment. You know, that thing that bless you will bless them also. So that is it for now. So I want to go into the topic of today. Remember, I said my topic for today is peer pressure. Oh my goodness, this is a very difficult situation that youth find themselves in. Peer pressure is very hectic. What is peer pressure? Peer pressure is when you try, to try to be who you are not, because you want to fit in, because you want to feel among, because you want to feel accepted. You want to be accepted by your peers. When your peers influences you, when you do things that you're not supposed to do, but you're doing it just to feel among, just to fit in, just to feel accepted. But peer pressure can be dealt with. It can be handled by a youth in a good way. Peer pressure affects the lives of our youth drastically. It is a very hectic thing that happens to our youth. Remember, I said that I was once a youth. So with my experience, and with the wisdom of God, you will find out that sometimes those things that you're doing, trying to fit in, oh my goodness, those people you're trying to fit into their, can you say, into their group, or or into their caucus, as they used to use that language, you find that they don't even value you. You will wonder, after all these things I've done just to fit in, and still they're not accepting me. So is it not better for you to be yourself? And you find out that in life as a youth, when you try to be yourself, those people will still come back to you. They will now try to envy you and say, what is happening? You're different. You're not trying to fit in. You're not trying to be like us. Now we want to know your secret. That is the essence of this teaching, trying to help you as a youth to be yourself, to try to be yourself. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's still go back to our topic for today. Remember, it's peer pressure. Peer pressure affects some aspect of your life. One, it affects your attitude. Because of peer pressure, you are not behaving the way you used to be, or the way you were brought up to be, or the attitude, you have learned from your parents as they are bringing you up. Now you want to behave like them. You want to, you find out that some youth, you are being a very obedient child at home. Now, because of peer pressure, you want to be disobedient. Maybe in the school arena, you find that some of those your peers, they are disobeying the teachers, they are disobeying the school authorities. You want to be disobedient because you want to fit in. No, that is not good. Also, peer pressure can affect your values, the values you were brought up, what you believe in your family. What do you people believe in? Maybe you people don't believe in stealing. You people believe in greeting people. Now, because of your peers, you don't even greet your teachers. You start stealing things that belong to your schoolmates or your friends because you want to fit in. You see, that is the bad effect of peer pressure on somebody that want to fit in or want to feel among. 3, it can also affect your behavior. Oh my goodness. There are some people that, especially when they get admission to the university, you wonder, is this person I used to know? Why? Because there is a pressure, among the peers, because I want to fit in, I want to do this, I want to do this. Oh my goodness, it's not good. Peer pressure is not really good. It affects your behavior, it affects your attitude, it affects your belief, what you believe in. Also, there are good and bad effects of peer pressure. The good one is that the peer pressure sometimes challenge you to be better than who you are. Remember, peer pressure is like, you're being influenced by your peers to be like them. Okay, let's say, for example, there's among your peers, remember, peers means your age group, or, something like that, an age group, or maybe somebody that's a little older than you, but, the youthful stage of somebody's life. So the good aspect of peer pressure is, okay, let's say there's somebody among your peers that is doing well at school. So you are now being pressurized to do like the person. That is wonderful. That is awesome. It's a good one. You go, you work on yourself, you study more, you want to do good academically. Or let's say in sports, maybe the person does well, or some of your peers are doing well in sports. You work on yourself, or maybe you are among the lazy ones that are very, very lazy when it comes to sports. You can improve on yourself. There are a whole lot of wonderful examples of people that change because of peer pressure, the good aspect of it. But the bad aspect of peer pressure is transforming you to be another different human being from what your parents has brought you up to be. That is one of the bad effects of peer pressure. Peer pressure affects mostly youths and young adults. We can say teenagers, adolescents, young adults. In the teenagers, those that are in their teen age, and young adults are those that are in their early 20s. Oh my goodness. It affects them mostly. Formerly, it has to do with your close interaction, maybe your friends or your group at school, or there are other groups that you envy. Then you are being pressurized, you want to be like them. But now with the technological advancement that we're experiencing in this 21st century and the introduction of social media, oh my goodness, the whole thing has been escalated. Children are 24 hours on the internet. So the whole lot of things that they see there, that they experience there, oh my goodness, is bringing more peer pressure on them. Humans like to copy a lot, especially from people they love and value, like their parents, their celebrities, and their friends. It's good if they copy in a positive way, not in a negative way. Peer pressure is one of the things that causes substance abuse, because the youth, they want to feel among. They want to feel, I feel I'm big, I'm being accepted. It affects youth in many, many ways. Peer pressure brings, makes them to engage in substance abuse of substances, like some hard drugs, even taking alcohol, both female and male. Also, peer pressure can make even children to go into stealing from their parents, their relations, or even their friends, because they want to feel among. They can go even to the point of stealing maybe clothes and shoes that belongs to their friends, so that they will go somewhere else where the person will not see them and wear it and shine. That is nonsense. You need to be yourself as a youth and be content with whatever your parents they have provided you with. Your worth in life has nothing to do with your dressing. Yes, it's good to dress well. Remember, it's one of my topics. As time goes on, I will talk about dressing. It's good to dress well, but you don't need to steal to dress well. Whatever you have, if you can wash it clean, iron it, you dress. Your worth is what is inside of you, not what you're wearing. Another thing is peer pressure, pushes children to do what they are not supposed to do. You find out that most times the girls, they want to go partying, drinking, smoking, what they are not used to do. Why? They want to feel among, or they want to fit in, or they want to feel accepted by their friends. And it's very, very bad, because we find that in our everyday life, the youths, they find themselves in this thing. But God will use this medium to teach our youth how to be themselves. When you will be yourself, you stand by yourself, and you are not being pushed around, by your friends or your peers. Remember, I said this teaching will be a few minutes teaching to help our youths in their everyday life. But before I end my teaching on peer pressure today, I want to bring a few advice to our youths. Number one advice I have is, don't be a copycat. Be yourself. Remember what I said. Be yourself. Try to have a self-confidence. Believe in yourself, that I am myself. I can do this. I know there's one thing about this life we're living in. There is something you can do which other person cannot do. So if you can look within yourself and say, I am a better person, I can do this. It might be that you are not good in academics, but you are wonderful in sports. So that should boost your ego and make you to stand. At least I know I can do well in sports. I represent my school. I represent, the club I belong in. So there is something in you that will make you to be self-confident, not trying to, adjust or trying to do something that you're not used to because you want to fit in. That is my advice number two. Another advice is the social media is not real most times. The youth of today, we have a lot of pressure from social media. Your friend will tell you, I have 1,000 likes, I have how many 1,000 or some they will say million viewers. Oh my goodness, you're killing yourself thinking that, okay, I don't even have up to 10 likes. Oh my goodness. Does that add to your worth, or are you even sure it's true? You know, we realize that most of the things that are happening on the social media, oh my goodness, they are fake. There was one we found out recently, a photo that was snapped as a first class, that's on the plane. Sorry, as if the person is on a first class. Do you know, we later realized that that was a hotel somewhere in Lagos, Nigeria. So they built that hotel to look like it's the first class session of the aeroplane, while it's just a hotel. Oh my goodness, if you were not told, you would think it's a first class. So maybe when your friend goes there and snaps and put it that he or she was a first class, you will be killing yourself without knowing that it's fake. You see why I say social media is fake? That is just one of the examples. There are a whole lot of things that you will find on social media that is fake. They will snap in a car or a house that doesn't even belong to, and you're busy killing yourself. You see, remember, I'm giving you an advice to help you. Please, you don't allow yourself to be pressurized because of what is happening on social media. That is nonsense. Another thing, be confident in yourself. I've explained this earlier on. It's one of my advice. Your abilities, your strength, what you can do that others cannot do. See, your strength, there's something you can do somebody else cannot do. That is the way God made each and every one of us. There's something he put in me, he put in you, he put in somebody else differently. There's something you can do wonderfully well that the next person cannot do. If you can find out that, oh my goodness, there are some people that are very good in leadership when they come to organize people. So when you look inside yourself, you will find out that there is something inside of you. You know, there's a saying that said, if you're trying to copy or to be like somebody else, you only be a copycat of that person. You only be a part 2 of that person. You only be a fake. You cannot be the original. The person you're copying is the original. So why can't you try to make yourself to be original, to be the original of you? Please, this teaching is coming to help our youth. Our youth needs to be helped. They need to, you know, realize that they are somebody. They need to look inwardly, not outwardly. They need to look inside of who they are. Finally, my advice is every time in life is not the same. Everybody's time in life is not the same. Your time is not the same with that time. Maybe that person is shining now. Your own time is coming. Or maybe that person is from a rich home. You are not. Maybe God wants to use you to bring prosperity to your family if you can work on yourself, not trying to be that person. Remember, my husband used to see humorously. He says somebody that bought the latest model of Mercedes car, let's say 2020 this year, by the time we get to 2030, it's not going to be, not even 2025, it's not going to be an in car. Maybe that's when you will buy your own. So you that by that time is the latest, and that time, that person's, the time for the latest has passed. So it's the same thing with every aspect of our life. Even pregnancy, people don't give birth the same time. Somebody that is 4 months pregnant cannot say, I want to give birth now. No, it has to reach that 9 months. So everybody's time in life is not the same. Please, if we can have this at the back of our mind, we will live better, we will live brighter. We will not allow peer pressure to pressurize us to do things that we are not meant to be. And to be who we are not meant to be. I will be ending this teaching here just today, and I hope you have learned a thing or two. Please do like our page, comment, share, and tag your friends. Also invite your friends to like our page. Please, if you're a parent watching this, please tell your youth to like our page and listen to this message. Remember, it is a tag room. It is a youth chat room. So your questions are welcome. If you have questions, you can send it through the comment, or even, you know, on the page, and appropriate answers will be given to you so that you will be helped. Also, if you check on our page there, you will see my numbers. They are there for counseling, or you want something that is very, very personal, you need to talk with me. Feel free and call my number. My number is always available. Feel free and call my number. I will give you time. I will talk to you. I will give you the necessary help you need. I'm ready, because that's what God has called us to do, and I'm willing to be used by God, you know, to be a help and a blessing to you. So with that, I will say keep a day with me next Friday. Till then, bye. Stay safe, keep safe, and let God change you through this message, and try to be the person that God had made you, created you to be. Don't try to be another person, and don't allow peer pressure to pressurize you. You can stand on your feet. I love you. See you next week. Bye.